What's up, my man? What's your name, brother?
George Forward.
Okay. Where are you originally from, sir?
Right here.
Tampa, Florida.
Yes, Tampa, Florida, Fowler Avenue, Fletcher Avenue.
You were born here in Tampa?
No, I was born in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay. So Florida.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you African American, Haitian, Jamaican?
I'm a Hebrew actually. I'm actually Native American, but
Tell me a little bit about your struggle, man. How do you end up out here?
well, when I got out of prison, I went through a halfway house. Then I met this girl that I met years ago. We hooked up, and I made a mistake and wound up losing her. And I lost everything I had. I was working at McDonald's, and I've been out here like going on almost 2 years now.
Okay.
It's a little struggle. It's hard. It has its perks. It has its good. It has its bads. The good thing about it is we get people come out here like basically almost every day to feed. So that's one thing we have to wait on. Now, other than that, then we got a lot of bad things that happen out here. Like you can see the police ride. They pull people over. They put the green signs up, tell you can't sleep there. So if you're tired, you go to sleep there. You go to jail with the green signs. Other than that, it's not as bad as people think. But in the Bible, Jesus was homeless. So I mean,
He had nowhere to lay his head.
right. So,
But everybody knows his story and has been motivated by it.
right. It's a lot of motivation. He was homeless. He didn't. I mean, how he lived was perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, so my life ain't perfect, but I try to do the best I can.
Yeah.
It's been hard out here though. It really have.
Okay. When you first went homeless was when you came out of prison? Was it
No,
jail?
I was in a halfway house.
Oh, halfway house. Okay.
Yes.
So you were arrested at some point.
I was arrested a couple times.
Okay. What were some of the charges they put on you?
Well, I have batteries. I have drug charges.
Okay.
They gave me home invasion charges.
That's a serious one in Florida.
Mm-hmm. Part of my life.
Yeah.
I done been through a lot.
But do you think that defines who you are today?
No. I have did a total turnaround.
Yeah. What would you say to somebody young here in Tampa, Miami, Broward, they're getting caught up in the streets? They might think that the little gang culture, throwing up this and that, or whatever culture, whatever gang they wanted, they think is cool. What would you say to some of these young kids here in Florida?
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
The guys that you think is your friend is not your friend. You'll wind up in jail. They're not going to see nothing. They're not going to be able to get burned out.
The people that do that home invasion robbery with you, when they get in the back of the police car, what happens?
It wasn't in the back of the police car. I went in by myself.
Right. But I'm saying, like, in general, you've seen it all out there. When the kids go and do the home invasion robbery with their homeboys, and then somebody gets caught, they think that they're solid, they ain't going to talk. What happens?
They're going to tell.
They're going to tell.
Mm-hmm. They're going to tell. So
Yeah.
He might tell on him. He might tell everybody. Tell on everybody.
Yeah.
So I can tell you, don't do it. It's not
Yeah.
worth it. It is part of my life.
So you might go out now with your homeboys, and do some dirt, and you're not realizing that some of these kids that you're doing that stuff with, the moment they get jammed up and they tell them 10, 15, they're gonna flip in a second.
Yes.
That loyalty that you think you got on the streets,
It's not loyalty.
yeah,
You're basically by yourself.
yeah. When they lock you up by yourself,
Yes.
and the day you walk out of there, you walk out with your homeboys or by yourself,
By yourself.
and then you got to start over.
All over again. And then some people got family that helps them start over.
Yeah.
Some people's family are struggling. Like my family, they struggle. So it's they did the best they can, but I mean, that's all they can do. So
Yeah.
if they don't have anything and I need something, I'm stuck. So I have to depend on people like you see out here in the streets. Some of us we stick together because we learned that we all we have at this point in time. We don't have much, but we do have each other.
Yeah.
So it's good to find people that you can stick around and stick with.
Yeah.
Because when they bring food and you're hungry, that person will get the food for you.
Yeah.
Make sure you eat.
Yeah. Make
So-
sure everybody eat.
Yeah.
So out here, you see a lot of good actions from people. You see a lot of generosity.
Yeah.
You see a lot of people that help the poor.
Yeah. Out here in the streets. I ain't gonna say everybody's bad, but how they portray everybody's bad to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Now we're not all bad people.
I've seen people out here that ain't got nothing. You give them a sandwich, what do they do with that sandwich?
They're gonna eat it.
They gonna eat it?
Some are gonna eat it.
And if somebody right next to them, what they gonna do with it?
They sell it.
I seen them split it. I seen them split the sandwich with somebody else.
Yeah, I have too, but you got some of them that'll sell it just to get a high.
That's the food.
Crazy. Yeah.
I ain't heard that one yet. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. Because you know what? If somebody bring me something to eat, if I don't eat it right then, I eat it later.
Because the thing about me, I don't give people money on the street because I know how they're gonna use it. I want to help them, but I don't want to enable them, right? So what I do, I keep waters in the car. I keep food. If I go to a restaurant, I got some left. You know, they give you that. You go to the restaurant, they give you a little extra bread. I always get that extra bread, bro.
Yeah.
And if somebody out there paying him, I give them food. I don't give them money because I don't want to hurt them.
You're not wrong. That's why a lot of people bring food.
Yeah, but they'll sell that food that they bring them or trade it.
Some of them will.
That's crazy.
You know what? I wouldn't sell it. I eat it.
Yeah.
What I don't eat, there's other people out here hungry.
Man.
So, I mean, why not give it to somebody else who's hungry? That's
crazy.
how I look at it. No.
So what is the most difficult, in the time you said you've been on the streets for 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
In those 2 years, what has been the hardest part about being homeless for you individually?
Not to see my kids.
You got kids?
Mm-hmm.
How old are they?
One just turned 10 last month. My daughter be 9 this month. My youngest be 8 next month.
Okay. You want to be there for them.
Yeah.
You want to see them.
Yeah. But due to the fact of the situation, the mom won't let me see them.
Reasonable too. If you out here, like
It's not reasonable.
Hard.
Sometimes I get a man motivation.
It hurts you.
Yeah. You make a person be motivated.
Okay.
They can see their kids. They got something to look forward to.
Yeah, man.
Instead of taking them away, don't take them away.
Okay. I respect it. But you want to see them.
Of course.
Yeah. That motivates you to keep trying to get your stuff together. And,
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do nothing stupid. Because then it takes a risk where I could be right back locked up. I really can't see them.
Okay.
So I use a cell
And it's the
phone.
example too that at some point you start to think, okay, what example am I leaving for them?
Right. And I have good kids.
Okay.
I mean, they know that if I could, I'd come see them.
Mm-hmm.
They know it's not my fault, but still though, they're my kids as well as hers. I should be able to do something for them or be able to see them. So it is what it is. I guess it turned out to be a bad divorce. Now I just have to wait and see. I have to go back to court, but I can't see them if I don't have nowhere to stay. That's what she says.
Yeah.
I'd rather take them to a park so we'll at least spend some time with them.
Yeah.
I do little odds and end jobs. I clean up.
So I've asked a lot of people this question,
Mm-hmm.
and for you, not being able to see your kids is the most difficult thing. I'm going to assume that it must be very important for you because you're the first person that's ever given me that answer to that question.
It's very important.
Okay.
And she knows it, but she got a personal vendetta against me for what happened. I understand,
I got you.
but don't hurt the kids.
Okay. What are the things that bring you happiness every day? I'm already sure I know the answer, but go ahead.
You know what? Seeing the same people that's out here, I see where I call them my street family,
Yeah.
and see that they're all right.
Yeah. And your kids too, I'm going to guess by the fact that hurts you.
Yeah. Yeah, my kids. That's my joy.
Yeah.
I love seeing them.
Okay.
But I haven't seen them since November last year.
Okay. That's got to hurt. Yeah, that's a little
Yeah.
bit. So the people out here, you guys help each other. You said you're like a family out here.
Yeah.
Okay. The city of Tampa, I mean, obviously the state of Florida is going through like a war against the homeless right now.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about, the struggle with the legality of homelessness and all that.
The struggle is people don't understand that once they put the green signs up, you can't sleep there. So if you get caught sleeping there, automatically you go to jail.
The green signs, okay, so city of Tampa.
Yeah, they stick them all everywhere. So that keeps people from being able to sleep there.
Okay.
And over here, I think we got more green signs than anywhere. If you look around, it's green signs, green signs, green signs. You got green signs over there.
Okay.
You got green signs on the windows.
Okay,
But
okay.
You can't.
That means that the city of Tampa has the authority to arrest you for trespassing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it makes it harder because then you got to think, where can I sleep? Well, where can I go sit down and just have a meal and then just get a little rest? Because a lot of them, they'll let you go and say just don't come back. But some of them, if they want to be real, be a problem, they'll lock you up.
Have you ever been arrested for trespassing or anything like
Yes.
that? Okay. How many times have they arrested you for trespassing or loitering or whatever?
About 2.
2 times?
Mm.
What were the exact charges they gave you?
Trespassing.
Trespassing both
Yeah.
times?
Mm.
Okay. And were you just sleeping or were you?
I was asleep.
Sleeping. So here you are sleeping, right?
Mm-hmm.
Outside of, what was it, like a gas station or old building or something?
I always sleep outside the building.
Okay, so you're sleeping. The police come and wake you up?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so you sleeping right now. You ain't out thugging, you sleeping.
Yeah.
They come and wake you up and say, sir,
Put a light in your face and say, you know, you're trespassing. That's when I learned about the green signs.
yeah.
I didn't know. I thought they got to give you a trespass warning. The green signs is the trespass warning. So now I know that if I go to sleep wherever they got a green sign at, don't go to sleep. Like in the middle of the parking lot, you go to sleep right here. There's no green sign.
Wow.
It's crazy. But if it rains and
You
fall
gotta go.
asleep,
You gotta run. You gotta get out of it.
they want you.
Like right now, it starts raining. You might run up one of them buildings over there. They got the green sign. Police sees
Yeah.
you. You're now arrestable
You're right.
for sleeping.
Yeah.
Trying to get out of the rain. Were you outside for the hurricanes?
No, I was actually at Medicine High School.
Okay, you went to a shelter.
Yes, sir.
You know, there were homeless people that stayed out here for the hurricanes.
Yeah.
I seen them out there. It was crazy.
And I can imagine what they went through.
Nightmare.
Yeah. And you know what? Not everybody wanna go to a shelter because even though I went to the shelter, it was a little harder in the shelter. I think I probably would have stayed out here if I knew it was gonna be like that
Yeah.
because you got less food in the shelter than out here.
That's crazy. What was your childhood growing up like? Normal, lots of cousins, family, difficult, good? How would you describe growing up?
I'm home strict,
Okay.
so a lot of things that a lot of people got to do, we didn't get to do. But she was the best mom you have. She didn't do any drugs. She didn't drink. She highly believe in discipline. It's better rock sport a child. She got 5 boys, so she got to be like that. And she was a single mom.
So your mom was a provider, protector,
Yeah,
and she expected you guys to be something
yeah.
strict. My mother was very strict, so I understand.
And
You guys were 5 brothers?
Mhm. I'm the middle one. I got 2 older brothers, 2 younger brothers.
Okay.
And we're a church going family. We went to church a lot. I think, matter of fact, we was probably the only kids on the block that went to church more than anybody. But that's how we was raised. That's why I'm glad to be still out here and still locked up because my mom, she did a lot of praying for me and my brothers.
Okay.
It's all right though. She's praying for me now. So I'm happy. I'm happy.
There's no love like a mother's love.
Right. Best love you can get. I still talk to my father though.
Okay.
He's all right. He's all right guy. He's all right guy.
So you would describe your childhood as good?
Yeah.
Very good. So at what point does it turn from good to being on the streets? Like what led to that? Was it school, association, friends? At what point did things change?
Well, you think you're too grown. You're grown. You think you got it all figured out. And my mom said you got to get out. If you got it all figured out, you're grown. Why don't you get your own place? And that's when I learned that sometimes, even though we're grown, we don't have everything figured out. You're stuck. So I left 18, and I messed up. Wound up homeless. She let me back in, and I thought I had it all figured out again. You got to get right back out. So, which I respect that because you know what? That's what makes a man. It makes you grow. And she only did it for the simple fact of, if you don't have a job, and you in my house, and you're grown, but you could talk to me. You gotta go. So I appreciate that.
So you had a good childhood, but eventually you did take steps that led you in the wrong direction, thinking you knew everything, had everything figured out.
Yeah.
If there were some mistakes that you've identified about that process, things you think, if you look back on it now, be like, man, I should have been wiser than that.
Yeah.
What were those mistakes?
When I sat there, I got into a fight with a guy and I busted him in the head.
Okay.
Instead of busting him in the head and getting in a fight with him, all I had to do was just walk away.
Walk away. Tampa's was that in Fort Lauderdale or here?
Yeah.
Right here. I saw a brawl today, bro. Wild. Jits, all jits, man. Like 150 of them.
Hey, get off the block.
Ran a whole brawl outside of school here today in Tampa. And you can't tell them nothing, man. The old dudes came out, old.
Yeah.
Aunt came out, tried to talk to him, and said, "Hey, y'all messing up." But ain't no telling when at that age, ain't no telling nobody nothing, man.
You're right. You'll get one or two of them.
Yeah,
The majority of them, you're not gonna get them.
yeah,
But I try to talk to them, let them know this is not a life that you want to grow to know. This life here is like, it's no life that I want for anybody.
Do you think, looking forward now, do you have plans for the future, goals? Do you see yourself trapped out here forever?
No, oh no,
All right.
no.
So what's the plan?
My plan is that I was planning on doing a documentary, so that way I can let people see this. They really against us.
Yeah.
It's the police. You got people that that come out here and help us, but then you got a lot of people that sit there that wish we had died. They feel like we the scum of the earth. But you know what? I met a lot of smart people out here, and there's just some of them just took a bad turn. Some of them they got stripped of everything, and they stuck. Some of them could get out of it. Some of them can't.
I mean, we all know what the biggest trap out here is. People get addicted.
Yeah.
Have you had that struggle? Not to the same degree that a lot of people out here.
Yeah.
That one will really hold you down.
Yeah. Right now, I don't have an addiction.
Okay. So you clean right now. Okay. Do you think that that's gonna help you change your situation quicker?
Oh yeah. Because you know what? If I was high, I can't get a job if I had to take a test, and then that's what. Now I'm gonna chase something that I never get. That same first high, and I never get it. So I'll be chasing that. I'll be out here for a while, because I watch people sit there and chase it. They ain't gonna never get it. They ain't coming back. So the best thing is let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just taking it one day at a time.
All right. What's the nicest thing that somebody has done for you in the time that you've been out here?
Brought me to see my kids. Brought my kids to see me.
So that is important to you.
Yeah.
So you have a goal. It's important, and your goal, it ain't even about you. It's about what you're leaving behind.
Yeah.
So I think that should be enough motivation for you to continue moving forward. When you do your documentary that you're involved in, I wish you the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Showing people the reality of what's going on out here is important. A lot of people see somebody out here and they just think the absolute worst, but I've met some of the greatest people I have met out here on the streets.
Right. It's a lot of, you'll be surprised.
Yeah.
The most smartest people I've ever met out here in the streets.
Yeah.
And
I met people with college education out here.
Yeah. You got veterans out here, people that fought for this country, and they still get treated like trash.
All right. Before I let you go, is there anything else you would like to say about yourself, your goals, anything you want?
I would like to say this. If you ever become homeless, don't do drugs. Try to find another way out. Because a lot of people do drugs because they feel like it takes away the pain. Find something that you enjoy doing that has nothing to do with any illegal thing, because you'll stay out here or you'll be locked up. Just try to change what's going on in your life.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Thank you for your time, sir. I really enjoyed interviewing you.
Thank you.
Thank you.